Let's talk about how we prepare our glue and have it ready for working when we're doing volume. It's very, very important that we only use the smallest amount of glue. So the easiest way to do this is from a little bubble. So to create our bubble, we have to put our glue onto tape, and you actually need 2 layers of tape. So this is just micropore tape, and I'm just putting it onto a glass tile, and this is actually just perfect to work from. And what we then do is shake our glue, and we will then put a bubble onto our tape. Now, to create that, I like to use 2, sometimes maybe 3 drops of glue, but in this case I've just done the 2. Always remember to wipe your nozzle with acetone on a tissue, keeps it really lovely and clean. You never have the problem of the lid gluing to the bottle. Now the next thing we're going to do is show you how we actually dip. So I'm just going to quickly make a fan. I'm using our tweezer from the Sapphire collection. This is a gorgeous tweezer to use for volume, one of my favourites. It's a bit of our go-to tweezer. So once I've got my little fan, the best way and my preferred way of picking up the glue is to do a little flick across the top. So you can see there, I've got a tiny little bead at the very base of the fan. That is plenty to attach to the natural lash. That will create a wrap beautifully and a really nice attachment, and keeping the lashes really nice and fluffy. Now the other thing you can do is dip into the center of the puddle of glue. Doing that though, you have got to be very careful not to go too deep. If you go too deep, you're going to wick your fan, and then the glue is going to travel up. So once again, we've got a gorgeous fan. Now when we go into the center, we're going to go right into the center, and you can see that there's only a little bit of glue there. You are going to have to get to the natural lash very quickly. If you're too slow, the glue will cure before you get it to the lash, and you won't get great retention. So my preferred way is to do the little flick so that you've got that little bead at the base. To me, that's the better way, but you can always go into the center as well. Never go to the outside, because if you go to the outside of the bubble, that's where the glue is starting to cure. It'll be thicker, and once again you won't get great retention. But that's just our preferred ways of dipping the glue.